Kagomongei kibagengeit nebo chemungarainik nebo Bomet Chamber of Commerce akoboenji kakwautiet nekoib kibagengeit noton neborien akobo nametab asoya en emet nebo EACC nekoib kakwautik kandoik kobun county Bomet chemwaat kotestai icheket kotinygei ak nametab asoya. Kondochin nebo ng'echeret en Chamber of Commerce en Bomet Leonard Langat komwa kole makotestai boisionikab pandaptai en county noton kosibkei ak chorsetab chepkondok, komwa kole imuch komabit pandaptai en kwenutab konuch imuch kelewen asikomuch kotoret biikab emet en kasuldaetab boisionik cheboto teksetab ortinwek.
Nametab asoya konyolu kekirinda ak nyolu en kandoik chekikilewen kosuldaen boisienywan kou en ng'atutik. Niton ko kosubkei ak nebo ng'echeret en Chamber of Commerce mornet nebo Bomet Leonard Langat lalet nekamwa ine kole kikwo barak nametab asoya ak chorsetab malikab emet en county nebo Bomet.
County ninyon among'u ale kiseretosi missing, mami rabinik chekeboisien, mami circulation, ortinwek ko somis. Lakini kikere kokoker chebo EACC kole mi rabinik chekechore en ireu. Kemoche kesom kele yon karoker ako tindoi evidence chebo biik chekikochor rabinikab wananchi. Kemoche kesomok orwokyi bichuton. Ako makimoche kirwokyi kityo, kimoche kirwoch ak kewek rabinik amun rabinik chon kobo wananchi. Rabinik chon kobo sipitali, rabinik chon kobo beek chetoe biik en taonisiek kyok en Bomet. Lakini pendi makuboikab biik tuten.
Yumetab aisurut en county nebo Bomet kokamwa Langat kole kikoboisien alak en ofisaek kobun county nebo Bomet konyorunen mogornotet ak nyolu keyochi chikilisiet ichek.
Kit age nomoche amwa kora ko ng'alekab collection chebo revenue. En revenue collection en Bomet ko yumi ofisaek cheyumi koumi ak kondo makubet. Ako togu ne bet ibe bichu ko saa sita. Kondo makubet ine akikere makinde sin pay bill nebo serikali. Ko yon kakonde chito rabinik makubet ko makwo koboisien kou kit neu. Ko kimoche kora kemwoin gavana kele manyolu kokolekta revenue biik chemosirotin en county. Ngot ko masirotin ni ako siorore ako mawa lakwet sukul, iyoni ile ibu rabinik kobwa office maibun keng'alge. So kimoche kemwochin kelenjin biik chenyolu kolektani revenue ako nyolu kora kong'alal county government ak wafanya biashara sikobit kotoretin. Kikebwan besyobitab gavana kelenjin keng'alalen ele kikolektondoi revenue chu. Kekere kele tom kokurech second round amun yakile king'ololen ak keker gadgets chekimuche kial chekikoboisien counties alak chebo Nairobi, chebo Narok, chebo Homa Bay ko gadgets chekiboisien chekororon chekokolekta rabinik ko kolektoni 100% akobwa covers chebo serikali.
Akosubkei ak noton kokakomwa ine kole ikoito kurset anan petition koityi assembly nebo Bomet nebo kitelel kayumetab aisurut.
Kulele ne MCAs, yani chorsoni ko kawaida, yani kawaida komami ortinwek, kawaida komakitinye beek, kawaida komakitindoi kerichek en sipitalisiek kyok, alaba motwegu kikikuno ng'echeret aso achwech oversight. Ara sikeyai oversight anan katakiyoe mung'aret sikebik kekolekta revenue. Ko makiyoni tuguk cheu chon, kimoche koboisiewech akichek assembly nenyon kondochin speaker. Speaker, you must wake up. Amun kikere komeyoe kasit kabisa. Nyolu iyai kasit ak itoret ak imisan akichek MCAs chon konai kasisiek amun itogu ko ikaikai. Ko nyolu yekaikaitu ikaikaitu. So kimoche kekonu petition ako kibwone ak wananchi tugul ak petition inoton keker kele kopitishan kipitishoni kele makikolektoni revenue kotai kotuyo assembly ak executive which is the county government ak wananchi.
Kong'eten county nebo Bomet, logoiwekab emet chebo CAS, kainenyun ko Festus Rono.
Kakotil speaker noton nebo bunge Moses Wetangula kole chang MPs chemiten en bunge choton chebo Kenya Kwanza ngekerchin ak choton chemiten en katuiyoetabgei nebo Azimio la Umoja en konet koimuch kotil kapkirwok kole chang MPs chebo Azimio la Umoja kou noton konyolu koib boroinwek en bunge choton chebo MPs chechang kou noton konyolu kokut neimuch keiben tai kibarasta kele chechang en bunge kandoik choton chebo Kenya Kwanza.
Arising from the foregoing, the Kenya Kwanza coalition is the majority party, and the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party is the minority party in the House. I have not received order. I still have a little more to go. I have not received any further communication from the Kenya Kwanza Coalition replacing the member for Kikuyu, the member for Kilifi, the member for South Mugirango, and the member for Marsabit County as their preferred leadership in the House. Similarly, I have not received any communication from the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party replacing the member for Suna East, the member for Kadhiani, the member for Suba North, and the member for Embakasi West as their preferred leadership in the House. Consequently, the leadership of the House remains unchanged. Therefore, honorable members, I guide as follows. The Kenya Kwanza Coalition is the majority party in the House. Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party is the minority party in the House. To the extent that I have not received any communication from the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party or the Kenya Kwanza Coalition replacing their leadership in the House, the leadership existing as at the end of the last session remains the leadership of this House. I thank you.
Kagomonge nebo ngecheret eng kibagengeitab temikab kawek nebo Kimologit Farmers Cooperative Society en Kipkelion West en county nebo Kericho akoesio ng'alalet nebo alak en temikab kibagengeit chekomwa kole kokowechok kanunetap kibagengeit akomuch manyorunen keljin.
Kong'alalchin sirikab logoiwek korirtaet nebo ng'echeret en Kimologit Farmers Cooperative Society en Kipkelion West en county nebo Kericho Daniel CTNA alak en temik chekoimange en mwaet kole makoipchin kawek factory noton nebo Kimologit ole tindoi maketab kowechaetab boisionik chebo factory ole alak en icheket ko kikiboitinik chekikisto en lelutik cheterter.
Bichoton ko biik chemakimite tugul en Kimologit. Bichon ko kiba factory alak cheterter. Ako sikobit shida en Kimologit ko en biik alak chon alak en bichukan ko miten kiboitinik. So en kiboitinik komiten sheria chebo board. Mas kakolel kiboitiot koyoche kebutan en sheria chebo cooperative. So ko ndamun mi agenge nekichorso en staff ko kichor kilonik en siret king'otor kilonik en siret kiyai kilos air kilos kebiman kilonik chemomi. Kijana noto ko cheyoiwan borie koyoche Kimologit lakini Kimologit kemite komie. So nebo oeng ko en Kimologit ko members kemite komie. Ko biik chemoche kokon tofauti en Kimologit ko biik chekila kawek koba factorisiek alak. Sana Lelu koba alak Chepkitar koba alak ole Mismis koba alak Lebarorwet. So ko bichoton ko cheyoe boriet ngunon lakini moibu kiloit okot agenge.
Kosubkei ak temichoton kaimange ko kikowech boisiet kandoinatetab Kimologit Farmers Cooperative Society kit nekamwa nebo ng'echeret kole telelot kandoinatetab kibagengeit noton ole tesetai butetab kawek asikonam lipanet ole kere nguni kotesetai konyoru aliet nekararan.
Echek kemite zonitab Metu ko bichu ngoker zonitab Legem nekibore Tandel ak keba olimbo Legem Olin kokisib kobut kawek. Kingosib kobut kawek koba kawek auction mapema mpaka nguni takibute chok en Kimologit. So ingosib koba kawek kosib kyalda chwaket akosib keropchi rabisiek. So ko kingoker bichu korogen lower zone upper zone. So nguni keng'ololi nguni akot raini akimi soko ko Kimologit konyor $400 kandoiyo market nenyon raini. Last week kokitinye 370, the other week kokitinye 365. So anang'alal ko chairman nebo Kimologit ko mamite tabu Kimologit. Tabu kityo ko biik cheboibu kawek chon ikere kobendote.
Kosubkei ak CTNA ko besendo nemwoe temichoton ko kinyor kobun legut nenaat kou cherry picking advance ko kakisub arorutik ak ng'atutik tugul.
Okay, kan komwa kole miten loan chesome Kimologit. Ko loan nebo Kimologit ko makisom ko ki board. Kisom biik cherry picking advance. Ko kingosom biik cherry picking advance kekurgei board tugul koboto chairman nebo supervisory, chairman nebo field ne agenge chebendote ko kikitobote tugul. Ak keyai vetting. Ko kingeyai vetting ko kikochi chitugul rabisiek kotiengei kiloisiek chekitinye.
Kacher nebo ng'echeret temikab Kimologit komat konyor kaiweisiet age tugul en kasarta nekitokyingei tuiyetab annual general meeting anan AGM ole moesio tuiyetab special AGM kou en mwaetab temichoton kobaten isube ng'atutik ak arorutik chetelelchin boisionikwak.
Ko ngotebe bichu ng'alekab special general meeting ko kakitangasan AGM. So ko AGM ko kosir special general meeting. So kit nekotomoche bichu en special general meeting komiten AGM en tarikit 17 makiesio. Lakini ndo ngunon kakeyai AGM aoni kechob special general meeting after AGM of which kitinye ng'alekab bylaws, kitinye ng'alekab policies chetomo kechob ak tuguk chechang aoni keyai after AGM.
Kong'eten county nebo Kericho, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Robert Siele.
Kakilumda labatetab sirikwa cross country championship en komosta nebo Lobo ole kaek labatindet netai Agnes Chebi nebo 10 km world record holder komwa kole imangugei asikomuch kolabat en labatanoton. Ole kaboisien president nebo AK ak nebo NOK konereki koimutiet noton nebo istab kerichek chebo bokitet en kwenutab rwoik en emoni.
Kongalaldos kasarta nakalumdo labatanotok po Absa Sirikwa Cross Country Championship en komasta nebo Lobo Village en komasta nebo Kapseret koek netai labatindet Agnes Chebet Ngetich nenamu rekoditab 10 km world record holder kole wendi kolabati en labatanotok ole ilosu akine Beatrice Chebet. Labatanotok kikotoret koityi karwotitanywa rwoik chechang.
Anyoni balabati labatenoto bo Sirikwa ako labati 10 kilometers so kochera amu eng sai achenge build-up nebo World Championship Tokyo ako alabati kama build-up.
Kiboiboi mising ko ki wanariadha chebo emoni koibwe labatet neo nebo gold tiwa konyo Kenya ko kinomoche amwochi kityo wakimbiaji ongemong'un ongebwan Sirikwa Classic obwan kerwai.
Kosubkei ak president nebo kibagengetab labatet eng emoni retired General Lieutenant Jackson Tuwei ak president nebo National Olympics Committee Paul Tergat kolos labatanotok edition nebo 4 nemwoe kole nyolu keboisie notok eng istoetab kaimutik chechang cheboto doping ak ng'olsetab kenyisiek.
It's a shame that we are doing so much, that we are promoting these events to this level, to the international level, but we have our, we are also being slapped on the face by some of these terrible things like doping, gender-based violence. Ladies and gentlemen, gender-based violence, age manipulations, and some very dirty things that we cannot even talk about here. I would like to ask all of us, Kenyans, officials, coaches, teachers, athletes, and everybody else, let us respect each other. Let us respect this country. This is our country. And when World Athletics gives us good things like these ones, and we are slapping them on the face to say, look, we are doping, yeah? We are killing each other because of gender-based violence, we are cheating. I mean, can you imagine what we are actually doing?
And also we are encouraging our sportsmen to be able to put the discipline that we always advocate for, so that this thing of doping should be out of our country, because every doping, it cuts our image and smears the reputation of our nation. So our athletes, we have opportunity to have more competition within the country, and we are always trying every level, every opportunity to make sure we give you enough opportunities to participate every time across this country.
Kaibor kaimetab kei icheket eng kit noton nemwoe kole mitei emetab Kenya ole ng'oi kosubkei ak nekiketeshi eng emotinwek chotok chekichikili kosubkei ak boisietab kerichek chetese kimnotet.
Telling the world when we are doing these kind of things. So I would like to urge everybody, not only those in the athletics environment, but everybody, all of us, the whole system, and the whole and all of us as a community of this country. Let us respect each other. Let us respect our children. Let us respect our athletes. Let us respect ourselves. And let us respect each other and get out of all these things. If we want to continue, then we really have to look at ourselves and say, what do we want to do? We are actually saying now, we are carrying out investigations about age manipulation, age cheating. Who is this doing this? It is ourselves. The society within ourselves. Why are we doing this?
Kaikai ke som roi ke mato testa ko boisie kerichek asa jo boisie kerichek ko tilil mato boisie ngale kerichek amu ngale jata ko ngeme kainetab emoni nyo ko ke miungu no ko kikinde taban akobo ngalekab kerichek cheboisie rwoik ko kimi grupit ab tisab korotinwek chebo ngwony tugul choton chekikure watch list yani tobenech emetab ngwony ngou oleu ole keteptoi ngot koboisie rwoik cho kerichek ko noton nekikong'emech ak ketieme kora kemong'une list noto ako kasit nekikoyat list Kenya ak serikali ak World Athletics kihakikishan kele kakinet rwoik cho ako cheboisie kerichek ko konyor kaman.
Kong'ete taunetab Eldoret eng county nebo Uasin Gishu, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Isaac Kogei.
Miten hararunet nebo konyoik anan nurses en county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet. Kosubkei agengeit noton nebo konyoik mornetab county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet kong'ong kole en inguni kotindoi konyoik 333 ngekerchin konyoik chemokyingei county noton chete 600 lakamugul noton komuch kong'em kokoitoetab konyoiset koityi meng'ik chebo county noton. Kakong'ong kibagengeitab konyoik chebo nurses nenaat ko Kenya National Union of Nurses mornetab county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet kole kokeker ketesiosiek 32 chebo konyoiset eng county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet kosubkei ak rarunetab konyoichoton nootin ko nurses. Kong'ololi ak ketesioni komwa sirindet nebo kibagengeit noto eng mornetab county noto Benson B. Watt kole kosubkei ak rarunoto kwendi kochoskei tetutikab konyoiset eng county.
32 facilities are closed down in all of Elgeyo Marakwet County. And I want to call upon the county government of Elgeyo Marakwet to surrender Department of Health to either national government or they do otherwise employ those who are on casual basis, those who are on contract basis to pass permanent and pensionable. That is what we will agree. But failure to do that, we have a big problem in this county. And the Department of Health is collapsing. So I want to call upon the people of Elgeyo Marakwet County to realize and come to their senses to know that the Department of Health, we do a lot of work. We work very hard. But the governor of Elgeyo Marakwet ni governor wa raia, sio governor wa staff.
Eng nguni kotindoi county noto nurses 333 kityo ngekerchin ak kaitetab nurses 600 chemokyingei ketesiosiekab konyoiset eng county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet.
The number of nurses in Elgeyo Marakwet County is really going down, and right now we have 333 nurses who are working in Elgeyo Marakwet, who are on permanent and pensionable terms. Right now in the rural facilities, we have one nurse manning a facility. There are facilities that nurses work day and night because of the workload and because of the services being offered. So I'm feeling for nurses who are in rural facilities and those also working in Iten County Referral Hospital. The numbers have really deteriorated since 2013. Imagine from 675 PNP nurses to 300 nurses.
Kosubkei ak biwot kokomwa kole kanyoichoto 333 komayeme kobois eng sipitalitab boror nebo Iten County Referral Hospital amu mokyingei kora sipitalinoto nurses 350.
Iten County Referral Hospital requires 350 nurses to function well. And right now what we have is less than 100. So I want to call upon all nurses in Elgeyo Marakwet to all report to Iten Hospital, and we work in Iten, all of us, because we are enough for Iten Hospital only. So all rural facilities, the 131 facilities should remain closed down, and all nurses to report to Iten and work in Iten, because you cannot overwork yourself. You will die because of workload. Your life is very important than the work that you are doing right now. For example, a facility like Piretua, that has high volume. Right now, we have only nurses who work day and night. Kaporoni in Marakwet East. Right now, there is no nurse. The facility is not functional. It's a high volume facility with only one nurse.
Kong'ete county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Andrew Kimeto. Kikotestai kwo ngweny haetab mung'aret en taonit noton nebo Nandi Hills en county nebo Nandi yetab kobit chemarget nekiityi emoni en kenyitab 2007 koboto kakwautiet nekiib kampunisiekab chaik chenootin ko multinationals komuch koboisien mashinisiek en kesetab chaik ak kosigong noton en kandoindetab Rai Nelson Tarbei akoiwech kotiengei ak asuldaetab mung'aret en taonit nebo Nandi Hills.
Kamwa Peter kole kitoigei kabutet nebo taonitab Nandi Hills en kenyitab 2007 olegei chemarget kochang'a biik chekimanda en komosta nebo Nandi Hills.
En wakati bwana Tarbei ko kitougei problems ichu kong'etegei post election nekibo 2007. Kingebit ng'alek kibo polotet nekibo chemarget nekibo polotetab 2007 kokochi keret age en biik chekicham komi estetishek especially chekimokobo biikab kalenjin chekiyoe kazi. So kiistogei bichotok koba atyo ipkotoi meng'otet en olinywa asinyokwoe kazi yo kitokomi boisiet kidogo. Lakini eng betusiechu tugul chu kokotestai kwai kazi mashinisiek ko kikofesen out bichotok komanda eng town. Makomi en estetishek chotok. Ku estetishek cheu Kapchorwa nguno ak alak kidogo che managern Eastern Produce ko kikonde mashinisiek complete mechanization nemakomitei en biik cheyoe boisiet.
Boisietab M-Pesa kora ko kiyai kwo ng'weny kaitet nebo biik cherutochin taonit, kiit ne kiyai kwo ng'weny mung'aret.
Kingetoi keboisie electronic money anan ko chepkondok cho kiboisie eng simesiek. Kikibwa banks korok atyo ngep koborok banks kebwa electronic money cho boisie simesiek ko pchei chepkondok kabisa komanda eng town. Ko kikomanda amu boisie biik M-Pesa eng resop olin. So makoitu biik chechang en town nyokwolisie.
Kamwa ine kole kichang chemung'arenik chekitinye kamang'unet neo teksetab sukulitab barak nebo Koitalel Samoei.
Ki oret agenge nekikelchin nekibo biikab Nandi Hills ng'alekab university kong'ete 2014 kingetoi kele kimoche ketech Samoei. Lakini eng kwenuni ko kibit ng'ala chekichang'a mising chekiwechwech university akoi 2017 nyekeloncheni ng'alekab tekset His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta ak His Excellency William Ruto. Lakini kokiit mahali ole kikimeto boisionotok ko sai ko kikong'ete kot nemakitech. Biik chekikainvesten kwal imbarenik eng area surrounding tugul nebo Samoei ko iiti hasaresiek sai amu kilany beitab imbarenik atyo komatokwaak. Chi nekitokotech korin komamen chi amu ka compounded problems chebo ng'alekab multinationals chemakomi biik atyo nyokoteshigei biik chekakoinvesten konde chepkondok kwak en.
Kounoto kosomune serikali koro kole kacheng ortinwek chemuch ketoretegei kanapta taonitab Nandi Hills asikobit kwai ichek mung'aret koweng tai.
Kurset nyo eng serikali ko koboisie muda nenwach netos imukak kotech university atyo kokoshi wananchi chekikole community nebo Nandi Hills kimache keboisie Samoei secondary now that taunot ng'alekab STEM ak tuguk alak kosubkei ak CBC kometoiwech old structures chebo Samoei secondary keboisie ketoune university eng Nandi Hills.
Kong'etegei county nebo Nandi logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Nelson Tarbei.
Kamiten barak boiboiyet en korkoretab Kapsabet yekangetoche Brilliant Chepkorir nekoibelis en labatet nebo National Cross Country Championship nekakiyai en taonit nebo Eldoret. Kamwa Chepkorir kole kimugak noton kosibkei ak nekinyor toretet neo kobun Kenya Prisons ako miten en nguni en chopchinetab kei nebo labatet nebo Lisbon Half Marathon nekiyai en arawetab somok.
Kong'ololi en korkoretab Kapsabet komwa Brilliant Chepkorir nekoibelis eng labatetab National Cross Country Championships nekikiyai eng taonitab Eldoret kole kimugak notok kosubkei ak toretet nekinyor kobun ofisaek cheechen chebo Kenya Prisons ole chopchingei ine labatetab Lisbon Half Marathon netetat kiyai eng arawetab somok kenyini.
Amache awekyi kongoi commission amu konech ample time ak officer in charges Kapsabet women and men prison en ample time nekonech en training. Nataka kuwashukuru hawa sana. Maandalizi yangu kwa huu mwaka naona vitu mazuri mbele. Mbio ya Eldoret yenye nilishiriki inanipea speed endurance ili ninapojiandaa kwenda half marathon nina hiyo nguvu ya kuwezesha kumaliza. Natarajia kukimbia at least enough in 1 month.
Kaiwekyi kongoi coach nenyinet ako kora ko kilabotindet Catherine Kirui ne kamwa kole nyolu eng ofisaek cheechen chebo Kenya Prisons kokoch boroindo netai neranik chetindoi talentaisiek kasarta nekisirei ofisaekab Kenya Prisons ole kamwa Arfon Ali kobun Kapsabet Kenya Prisons kole tinye ine kamang'unet chepkorir nebo konde barak kainetab Kenya Prisons ak emetab Kenya.
Chemogenik cho kele kisirisiek ketyem kesome kele ndakakisir keyai recruitment yo kisirisiek ketyem asa kamasta nebo labatet ak mpira ak ng'alekab sports tugul ke recruiten biik cheu mpya asikobit kotestai labatet betusiek tugul ako kende barak betusiek tugul.
Wakenya watarajie mambo mazuri kutoka Kenya Prisons. Saizi tu ni mwanzo mpya, lakini tuta make effort ambaye to win karibu kila race, na sisi Kenya Prison kwa forces yote we are the winners, kwa sababu tunapewa watu humble time, tunawapenda na pia tunawapea moral ya sports. Tunakuwa na sports pengine a week mara 2.
Kamwa alikole ikochin kora boroindo kimonjororinik nebo kobarta kokimit talentaisiek kwak asikomuch koboisie eng kasarta nekakitiakta.
Kuna wale wamekuja hapa ambayo wako na talent tofauti. Kuna wale wako na talent hiyo ya mbio, kuna wale talent yao ni kucheza mpira, kuna wale talent yao ni kushona, na kuna wale talent yao pia ni vitu tofauti kama ujenzi. Kwa hivyo hawa pia tunawasi waendelee na talenti yao sana, wasikufe moral kwa sababu ati wamekuwa wafungwa. No, hata mfungwa atatoka hapa kesho na ajiriwe mahali. Kwa hivyo hata hao wafungwa tunawapea moral, waendelee na talent zao. Pia tunawapea kwa wiki mara 1 kucheza mpira, kuwa na competition tofauti katika jela.
Kumwajila kongoi kikonech nafasi akikonin nafasi akitrainen kongoi mising lakwenyo iwe tai angwet irikwech kainet akikwech gold.
Kong'ete taonitab Kapsabet eng county nebo Nandi, logoiwekab ureriosiek chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Cornelius Keter.
Kagomwa kibagenge netinyegei ak kabatisiet nebo Cereal Crowization en emoni kole takyingei kobois eng kibagenge ak temik eng kanetisiet nebo kakimitetab kolsetab kawek eng komoswek chemiten kawek en county nebo Kericho ko oretab kikimit temik ak kanapta ribetab itondab emet. Kamupseat no eng kibagenge inoton Dr. Osia Mwanja kole kokoityin kanjinet serikalitab county nebo Kericho asikomuch kobois tugul en kibagenge.
Kong'alalchin sirikab logoiwek kasarta nekainde siet boisietab kibagenge ak serikalitab county nebo Kericho mwa ofisiat nebo kanaptaetab mung'aret en kibagengeitab Cereal Growers Association en emoni CGA Dr. Osia Mwanja kole noton ko boroindo netoreti temikab kawek en county nebo Kericho.
Na hii MOU itafungua milango mingi ya kuona tunasaidia wakulima na small farmers hapa Kericho County. Na kwa sasa hivi tuko na mradi ambayo inaitwa Akon. Huu mradi inafanya mambo ya kupanda miti na kama mjuavyo mambo ya climate change, mambo ya soil acidity, mambo ya land degradation. Hata hapa Kericho County tunaona kwamba mvua siku hizi imepungua kidogo na pia hali ya joto imeongezeka hapa Kericho County.
Kosubkei ak Dr. Mwanja kotokyingei kora kobarait kanetisiet ak kersetab temik akobo kolsetab ketik cheboto kawek ko oretab kikimit ribsetab itondab emet.
Kwa hivyo sasa huu mradi inafanya kwa sub-county moja ya Kipkelon na tuko na 3 wards which are now being covered na mradi na tuko na ukulima 2500 na mpango wetu ni kuongeza idadi ya wakulima wale ambao wanakuwa onboarded na program ya kupanda miche, na hizi miche ni mambo ya kutoa carbon katika atmosphere na pia kuona kwamba wakulima wanapata wanapata pesa.
Kamwa alak temikab Kipkelion kondochin Thomas Marindany kole choboti kokolsa icheket kobaten makingei keswek chekole icheket.
Kwa sababu wakati huu tumeanza kupanda miti mingi, tumepanda mti, tunahitaji kupanda zaidi sana. Tunaomba hata nursery tuwekee mahali pale, maana huko kwetu ni lowland ambao jua inawaka sana, inahitaji miti mingi ambayo tatusaidia vilevile atatusaidia hata mvua iweze kunyesha sana, na tutasaidika wakati tumepanda miti ikuwe mingi.
Kosubkei gavana nebo Kericho Dr. Eric Mutai kokochi chamchinet kibagengeit noton nebo CGA kotesendai boisietab kokimit temik.
Today we have signed an MOU with the chairman CAG, and this kind of an MOU have given them authority, or rather I have given them authority on behalf of the people of Kericho, and the powers bestowed to me by the constitution as the governor of this county to be able to operate in Kericho County. We are happy that so far so good. They have created their presence in 3 wards of this county, which includes Chiljila, Kamashan, and Kunyak, and will stretch all the way to Kilian Ward. These areas are coffee areas.
Kamwa Dr. Mutai kole niton ko oretab ribsetab itondab emet taban nebo kakimitetab temik.
They are supporting the farmers to conserve the environment, to do agroforestation, which means instead of planting blue gums and cypresses along the riverside, they are turning agroforestation into an agribusiness. So instead of issuing them with blue gums, we are supporting them. They are supporting them with coffee trees so that they plant coffee, and this coffee will earn money to the farmer, while at the same time, the coffee will be one way of doing forestation.
Kong'eten county nebo Kericho, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Robert Siele.
We had a national strike, which we suspended for 21 days. Those 21 days will end on Monday next week.
Kagilamda en betut nebo raini labatet nebo sirikwa Classic Cross Country en taonit nebo Eldoret netetat keyai en tarikit 22 nebo arawetab 2 nebo kenyini. Kaindochi koratan president nebo Athletics Kenya Jackson Tuwei nang'ong kole moche kotet Kenya kabelisietab World Championship nebo kenyitab 2029. Akong'ong Barnabas Korir director nebo labatanoton kole chang melekwek chebeljingei rwoik ako miten labatosiek ab lagok chemengechen.
That I want also to mention is not only the participation. We have the prices that actually mouth-watering. And I'm sure that if we convert in dollars, it might not be, people might not really understand the kind of money that this cross country will offer. But we have converted at the current rates the numbers that the prize winners will get. I would like to start with the senior men. As per the rules from World Athletics, going by the indication so that you are given the minimum requirement that at least Kenya, Sirikwa Classic will offer the prize money for number 1 to number 15. So number 1 starts with $6,000. If you convert that $6,000 at the current rates of course, 130 shows, it gives you 780,000. Number 1. 780,000 number 1 is the highest so far paid for some athletes in the cross-country series. So it is very important that we look at it and see what our athletes can earn from this event. Going down, of course, number 2 is 5,000. You see the break is, of course, not much, at least by $1,000. The reason being that World Athletics allows to pay until number 8, but at least Kenya decided to give until number 15, so that the athletes can get more benefits from that. Therefore, it goes all the way, 6, 5, 3,000, all the way to number 15, which gets $200. $200 is good money, especially when you are number 15. This goes for both men and women. We go to under 20, and this is the basis for development. And normally the youth might not get that much. but the federation also decided to give them something reasonable enough so that when they're training and they win something, they will get money and they will be paid from number 1 to number 10. Number 1 is going to be 1,250. Conversion gives 162,500 as per the current rates. So that tomorrow you don't say, I've been paid less or more. So you see as per the current rates. But the athletes will be paid in dollars. Will be paid in dollars, but we have to give them the conversion rate so that people can understand. Number 2 is going to be 1,000. Number 3, 800, all the way to number 10, gets $200. So it is quite reasonable and it is good. Now, we have the other categories that will be run, and this time, since we are working very closely to ensure that we have continuous nurturing of talent, we have the kids athletics, the kids race will be there, and also we'll present now the categories that will be run.
Amache kenyoru ngora chitab kolenjin ngalalet noton nebo president nebo Athletics Kenya Jackson Tuwe nomiten akine en igoratan.
In World Athletics, we are promoting something called the World Plan. And the World Plan talks about more events, more athletes, more funds, more sponsors, more of everything. Of course, more money. And that is why we are talking about more money there. And so it is important that we look at all these together and we say, let us do it here in Kenya. And we are proud of doing this. Apart from that, of course, it also gives us a chance to increase the number of our officials. And not just officials, but officials who are trained. If you get to understand how much it takes to come and run here, coordinating activities all the way, you have just heard about the plans and money and the program and so forth and so on. Some people have got to sit down and do this. So our technical officials, congratulations. Thank you so much. You don't just get there. You don't just wake up one morning and you say, we are going to Sirikwo. It takes a long time. It takes a lot of preparations. They started preparing this one when we finished last year's the event. And so thank you. Thank you for doing this. And let us continue doing it even in a better way. When Tergat here has talked about the doping, yes, it's a shame that we are doing so much, that we are promoting these events to this level, to the international level, but we have we are also being slapped on the face by some of these terrible things like doping, gender-based violence. Ladies and gentlemen, gender-based violence, age manipulations, and some very dirty things that we cannot even talk about here. I would like to ask all of us, Kenyans, officials, coaches, teachers, athletes, and everybody else, let us respect each other. Let us respect this country. This is our country. And when World Athletics gives us good things like these ones, and we are slapping them on the face to say, look, we are doping, yeah? We are killing each other because of gender-based violence, we are cheating. I mean, can you imagine what we are actually doing? What are we telling the world? What are we telling the world when we are doing these kind of things? So I would like to urge everybody, not only those in the athletics environment, but everybody, all of us, the whole system, and the whole, and all of us as a community of this country. Let us respect each other. Let us respect our children. Let us respect our athletes. Let us respect ourselves. And let us respect each other and get out of all these things. If we want to continue, then we really have to look at ourselves and say, what do we want to do? Now, apart from what we have brought already, we have applied to host the World Championships in 2029. And here he's the director of that. He's here already. We have already appointed the director and a team to start planning.
Chitab Kalenjin ko choton koloyob emet cheimuch koitunen ketesiet nebo Kass TV ak choton chebo ureriosiek. En matyan ketou tetutiet en olebo studio ole agere ale miten oret makolo asikomuch koit Festus Rotich ine kobunu county nebo Bomet asikomuch koib ng'alekab bandaptai en county noton tinye ng'alekab nametab asoya ak missing ko boisiet nebo barnotik en ng'alekab kandoinatet nebo emet. Metwaige kiweksei en matyan.